Dursleys are awaiting company, while Harry must stay in his room in silence, not expecting a visitor of the house elf sort named Dobby. Disastrous and mischievous, Dobby had the purest of intentions, but his execution was not quite there. Ugh. Wanting to warn Harry not to return to Hogwarts, for there is looming danger that awaits him, Harry does not heed Dobby's warning, for Hogwarts is his home. After a series of unfortunate events, what kind of secrets lie in the chamber? Well, take a ride in the magical car with us to find out. Come with us as we review Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Popping the Popcorn. I'm your host, Katie, and today I am talking about Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets with Carey Craves Cinema. Please go follow her as well as my channels. We are doing a collaboration of Harry Potter this month for November. So, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, I've read the book and I've seen the movies. Harry Potter is one of my favorite movies, as well as it's one of my favorite franchises. So Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, we go into, so as we see in the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone, whichever way you prefer it, we come to know Harry, we come to love Harry, we come to find out who he is as a person and how he progresses through the movies. So this movie is a little different because Harry goes back to Hogwarts. Well, at first the Dursleys kind of said that he couldn't go back and whatever. So Ron and the twins go and save him with the flying car. That was just such a funny scene in the movie where Arthur Weasley's there and Molly Weasley. Jenny's kind of shy of Harry, and this is her first kind of interaction with Harry besides seeing him at in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, seeing him there near the platform 9 3/4. So Harry's actually in her house, and it's just kind of a different tone of a movie. These movies get more serious as they go on. So the funny part is Molly's like bringing them in because they took the flying car without permission, and Arthur Weasley is like, "You took the flying car, how was it?" And stuff like that. And Molly is just like about ready to like hit him or something like that. But it was just a funny scene in the movie. Also another fun scene for me in the movie is when Harry, because of Dobby, is the house elf. We come to find out who he actually is a part of in the later movies. Well, towards the end of this movie, really, but I'm not going to give it away. Who's his master? Dobby is a house elf and has to do like chores for that family, stuff like that. Because Dobby did something, they couldn't take the train to Hogwarts, so they take the flying car. The flying car actually goes into the Whomping Willow, and that's like one of my favorite scenes, the car scene of that. But here's what Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is about. So as the movies go on, they get a little bit darker. We find out who Lord Voldemort is more in this movie. We also find out the person that he was before Lord Voldemort a little bit. So in this one, Harry's spending the summer at the Dursleys, and Harry meets Dobby the house elf, or Dobby, however you say it, and he warns him not to return Hogwarts, and Dobby sabotages a dinner that he had for their aunt. Fred, George, and Ron take the flying car and go rescue him, like I was saying. Harry accidentally takes flute powder and ends up in Nocturne Alley, which is a different place than Diagon Alley. And then in this bookshop, Gilderoy Lockhart's there. He's a bonehead. He's kind of like full of himself. And he becomes the Against Defense Dark Arts teacher. Then we see Filch's petrified cat, and they're trying to figure out what happened. It turns out that anybody that's Muggle-born can be petrified. That means half-bloods. So that means that, like, Salazar Slytherin only wanted purebloods to go to Hogwarts, but Muggle-borns also go to Hogwarts as well. And they get petrified. And it comes to find out that Harry can talk Parseltongue, which is he can talk to snakes because it's part of Lord Voldemort or Tom Riddle. In this movie, we find out that Voldemort's real name is Tom Melville Riddle. And so this kind of stuff goes on. Harry is part of the Quidditch team, and a bludger hits Harry and breaks his arm, and Gilderoy Lockhart tries to fix it, and his arm becomes like flubber, so he has to stay a night in the hospital wing, and all this stuff starts happening. And so this movie, I like this movie. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. I like how the things are in this movie, how the cinematography is in this movie, how they got the CGI basilisk to look real, which is a huge snake in the movie. How they got a CGI house elf, that's really cool. And this movie just proves how darker the series gets as it goes along from here on out. It's not really a kid's movie. It becomes more of like a teenage movie or an adult movie. And so this is kind of like a fun movie as well. You're on an adventure. And I just enjoy this movie. It's, if you, like these types of movies, I highly recommend them if you like wizards and magic and stuff. And stuff like that. They're a lot of fun to watch as well and read. Okay, so here's some fun facts. The original premise for the original proposal for Chamber of Secrets was originally a different purpose, other than housing a massive basilisk. So some people believe that Salazar Slytherin originally built the Chamber of Secrets of sort of a headquarters. Here likely trained students, and similar to how Dumbledore's army used the equipment room. And that's, you find out who Dumbledore's army is in the Order of the Phoenix. And Slytherin was teaching dark arts as opposed to against the dark arts. And just a tiny difference there we knew. And a trap door. The Chamber of Secrets isn't always inside a bathroom. It's hard to believe we know originally to access the chamber was through a trap door. Likely that this trap door was concealed in a manner similar to the bathroom entrance. Oh yeah, and we also find out who Moaning Myrtle is in this one as well. What else? The Chamber of Secrets has been opened before. We don't know the specifics, but we do know the Chamber of Secrets has been opened at least once before. Tom Riddle appeared on the scene by the point, but people knew about the chamber. Even many did still believe it to be a myth. So headmasters and historians alike had searched for the Chamber of Secrets before. Many headmasters, mistresses, and historians have all gone hunting for the Chamber of Secrets, and before Harry and his friends discovered it, none had ever succeeded in finding this, likely as to do the fact that no one has ever spoke Posseltongue. That means that you can talk to snakes. And so Slytherin kept it a secret for many years. A symbol of his pride, Salazar Slytherin, in his time at Hogwarts, was growing increasingly confident about how his importance to the school seemed that this is a opinion of himself and hit unhealthy levels by the time he built the Chamber of Secrets, at least if its decor has anything to do about it. The Chamber of Secrets may have housed a basilisk, but it also housed many other things as well. Who can forget about the giant statue of Salazar Slytherin, as well as the banners and portraying snakes as well. Filming took place 3 days after the release of the first film. Emma Watson was too embarrassed to hug both Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert in front of the whole set. Headlights broke out on set during filming, and everyone had to get checked. That was interesting. Actor Jason Isaac became up with the idea for Lucius Malfoy's long hair. Dobby was portrayed by an orange stick ball and stick. Draco's line, "I didn't know you could read," was improvised by Tom Felton. Shirley Henderson, who years old when she portrayed Moaning Myrtle. She was 37 years old when she portrayed Moaning Myrtle. Sorry about that. An exchange between Harry and Lucius was completely improvised by both actors. 14 Ford Angelas was destroyed during the Whomping Willow scene. So that's really interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed some of these fun facts for Chamber of the Secrets, for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And I hope you guys hit that bell for new notifications, subscribe to the channel, and hit that like button for both channels. And I hope you guys enjoyed this content. There will be more Harry Potter to come, and maybe more rabbit hole Harry Potter things coming up soon on my channel. And I hope you guys have a great night and have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.
Second year at Hogwarts. Another danger that Harry must face. While many are petrified by an unknown creature, Harry also encounters other dangers that are caused by Dobby to make him want to go home. Of course, knowing of Harry's heroic qualities, he must know what is going on. Gilderoy Lockhart is introduced, appearing to be a very famous wizard who's written many books and holds such knowledge of magic. It's almost as if they know he's full of it, but they play along with his ruse. He's quite annoying, but don't you worry, he gets his comeuppance by the end. One by one, students and Filch's cat, Mrs. Norris, are petrified. Harry, Ron, and Hermione try to figure out what's going on. At first, not much to go on, but then Harry finds a diary, and he's shown memories from the past. Tom Riddle is introduced, later to be revealed as Voldemort before he was Voldemort. A mere memory that Harry, by the end, vanquishes with basilisk venom in a tooth. Fawkes, Dumbledore's phoenix, saves the day in many ways than one. Dumbledore is quite a character. As the franchise progresses, his character becomes more and more complex. In this one, he believes Harry to be innocent, not the one to cause the danger that was set upon the Hogwarts castle. Dumbledore protects Harry, shows him the path to wisdom, always gives him a nudge in the right direction. Dobby is annoying at first, but as you see more of him, he grows on you. He only wanted what was best for Harry. Just nearly killing him every time he tried to warn him of danger, only to be the danger. Oh, Dobby. But at the end, Harry gives a sock, therefore freeing Dobby from the abuser that was Lucius Malfoy, Draco's dreadful father. Hagrid has such a sweetness to him, a true gentle giant. Accused of opening the Chamber of Secrets in the past, he tries to show the trio the truth. Thinking Aragog the spider was the creature in the castle, only to be left in the dark forest, to later terrorize our poor, scaredy Ron. Tom Riddle devises a 60-year plan, leaving his diary in hopes someone would find it to get his plan in fruition. It does, to an extent, till Harry stops it. Once again, Voldemort is defeated by the boy who lived. The Chamber of Secrets is entertaining. It develops old and new characters so well, and it makes you very curious about Tom Riddle. The human before the monster, before the true hunger of power devoured his very being. We get a peek behind the curtain of what Tom Riddle was like before his downfall, which to him became his uprising. There is so much more to come, especially in the next one, The Prisoner of Azkaban. Having fun yet with the Harry Potter series? Oh, it has only begun, my magical friends. Stay tuned for Prisoner of Azkaban. I hate to leave you next to the Whomping Willow, but our car has ejected us, and we have landed in very dangerous territory, especially now that the Dementors have sensed our presence. Stay magical, my friends. This adventure continues.